Quinta? Hello? Lowly realm to Quinta, come in.
It's gone.
What is?
The sword.
Sword? Do you speak of Tawemon's blade?
No, not that one.
Then be more specific. We cannot understand you.
The sword I made.
What? You made a sword? Here? In this pass? Come to think of it, you did mention something like that back when we were getting started. So you were serious?
Someone like you wouldn't understand.
Fine then. Do as you please.
Don't be like that, goddess.
Would you make up your mind?
I see. As a blacksmith, you wish to create a sword to surpass Tawemon's. It is not such an unusual desire to have.
So, that's the general idea,
Yeah, especially for me.
At any rate, a sword that no one knew about cannot simply up and vanish. And what's more, everyone was present and accounted for after supper.
I can sense a faint force from this shed. Quinta, I have a question, if you'll indulge me. How did you acquire the materials for this sword of yours?
I snuck out with the dog and gathered them. Ashigumo lent me a hand too.
That Ashigumo. We relied on him overmuch. To think he was doing so much for us all.
He is a stalwart ally, to be sure.
Man, now I feel really bad.
So, you used amber as your material.
Yeah, I heard that it's full of divine power, so I just had to use it.
You act on just about every stray thought to enter your mind, don't you?
Amber does not merely hold divine power. When enough is accumulated, it can form the soul of a divine being. In other words, amber is what gods are born from. If you melted that down and hammered it hundreds of thousands of times to create a sword, then...
Could it be?
Did I make a god?
Most likely, yes.
That is an amazing feat for a human.
Well, even supposing he did manage it, the god in question is yet a newborn babe. We must first search the pass for it.
No.
Should we perhaps ask?
Oh, Lady Sakuna, and Quinta too. This morning, I discovered that my sword was broken. Behold, it was fractured quite cleanly. It almost looks as if it has been cut. Truly mysterious, wouldn't you say?
I'm sorry. It's probably my fault.
What do you mean? I see. If my father caught wind of this, I would receive the scolding of a lifetime.
A mere scolding for breaking a family heirloom? I would think he'd be far angrier than that.
Well, I cannot wield a sword anyway. However, no matter how large the gulf between us, my father still terrifies me.
I'm real sorry. I'll fix it later so you can use it again.
Ho ho! So you've become a skilled blacksmith, have you? Magnificent, Quinta.
Quit it, would ya?
Oh, are you blushing? You are!
Curse you, Sakuna!
What? Shall we have a royal sparring match? Brace yourself, you diminutive delinquent!
Cease this at once!
So, was this truly the work of Quinta's sword?
There is no doubt. I sensed the same force in the house as the one that was in the shed.
Still, why would it do such a thing? It cut a fellow's sword instead of a human.
Quinta, did you have any particular intention in mind when you set out to make it?
Power. I wanted it to be strong, sharper than any other sword.
Hold on a moment. That sounds like
Yeah, like Ishimaru. I knew that, really, but he may be the bandit who kidnapped us, but I can't help but agree with what he says. There's no good or bad, just strong or weak. And the weak get eaten. I've seen that for myself.
Kinta,
I started smithing because I wanted power. But don't get me wrong. As I hammered away on the metal during our stay here, I forgot all about that dark stuff. I just wanted to put my own mark on it.
Oh, the radiant spark of youth.
can you sound any more like an old man?
I believe the magical sword he created absorbed his thoughts and took on a life of its own. And in order to prove itself the ultimate weapon, it cut Toemon's sword. How brazen of it to ignore me, the greatest holy sword in all of Yamato.
Is it not because you are already broken? And besides, you are but a hilt.
Such insolence.
Does that mean it is left in search of more swords to break? The only other laudable swords on the island are Ishimaru's and the demon's swords.
Compared to Pops' blade, those are just lumps of metal. You've been to a bunch more places than we have. Can't you think of anything else?
What do you think, Tama?
Let me see. How about this? If it does not show itself, then how about we keep an eye out for it as we travel the island?
I strain to believe that plan took much effort. But I suppose it beats sitting idly by.
Please find it. I'm begging ya.
Good grief. Are you not the one who wailed, "It's over," when the house was destroyed? You certainly changed your tune quickly.
I do believe she has you sussed, young man.
Gotcha! Gotcha! Take that! Ha! Yeah! You won't get away! Yeah! Too slow! Gotcha! You go! Do it! Right No longer will you elude my grasp. I shall finish you once and for all!
Keep your guard steady and your resolve firm. It is stronger than before.
What am I to do with this?
Princess, that...
What? What is happening?
Oh, could it truly be
The blade of Hoshitama?
That is undoubtedly my other half, the blade of Hoshitama. I had thought it lost in the battle with Omizuchi long ago. It must have been corrupted by this island's negative energy and possessed by the Homusubi. But I should have been able to sense the presence of my other half.
Tama! If we found the blade, then...
Yes, perhaps. No, assuredly.
If we use this blade to fix you, then you won't disappear, even if you become a farm tool? Oh, blessed be! What wondrous news! Now, you needn't go anywhere!
There.
How dare you put me through such an ordeal! Do you realize how worried I was?
All who meet in this life must part someday, somber though the thought may be.
But that time has yet to come. That is enough for me.
Yo, welcome back.
Ah, splendid timing. I have a commission for you. What is that noise?
Princess!
What? Ah!
My sword!
Ah! Ah!
Ah! This is all because of my inexperience. I'm so sorry. I was so focused on creating something better than Pops' sword. But everything's got a limit.
Huh. Unexpectedly profound words for a squirt like you.
Quiet, you! Didn't you want me to make you something?
Ah, yes. Using this edge of Hoshidama, in fact. To put it simply, this is Tama himself. A special sword made of astral metal. Could you melt this down and use it to smith the strongest farm tool ever made?
Will Tama be okay if I do that?
Worry not. If you use both the hilt and the blade, my soul will be preserved.
Huh. Okay, I'll do it. I felt kind of stifled before, but now that I know I've still got a long ways to go, I'm happier than ever. Getting to rework the sword spirit who taught me that is an honor too great for me.
This saccharine sweet drivel is quickly following my mood. Will I wake tomorrow to find swine soaring in the skies beyond my window?
Shut up, you bogus deadbeat of a goddess! Give me that sword already!